Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 Survival Challenge. So, I spent most of the money we made in the last episode. I have picked up a mod that helps me out a little bit when I'm purchasing stuff. Let's just go to medium trackers and just pick one, right? You see this thing down here says higher purchase, so if I bought it outright right now it'd be 59,600. But if I click that, okay, it says I don't have enough money on that one, so let's go to something else. My bad. Need to pick something a little bit smaller, or doesn't cost as much. Let's go into the small tractors real quick. I know there's some cheap ones in here. So if we go into here like this, click higher purchase. So if we bought it outright, it costs us 4,500. Or we can put $225 down and end up spending $4,600 on it total over a course of a year. So I do have that mod in, and that's the reason why we are broke now, but we have the things we need to harvest the grass. So I'm going to head back over here to the house, well, the tent. We don't have a house yet. And get ready to harvest the grass field we have. And this is not the truck that I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to have straps that go in the back of that thing too. So I guess if I wanted straps I have to use a flatbed, which kind of defeats the purpose of being able to put logs into it. So unfortunately this is what we have for now. Don't have enough money to go buy other things, so we're just going to deal with this and call it good for right now. I'm going to put the silage additive. I already filled up the thing there, and I'll show you exactly what we got here in a second, in case you missed it flying by. Alright, I'm just going to put these right here, so they're here, ready for us. Come on, get out of the truck. So when we do need them, we have them ready. And I decided on the drive-through type of silage bin here so that I can use the forage wagon to pick it back up when we go to sell it. Let me get this out of the way now. Park over here next to our lovely tent with no amenities on it. And then run over here to the tractor we got over here. So we picked up the JCB. It's the smallest of the small. It's a small tractor. The mower, you'll see the little lines sticking out. I think it's like 5 meters wide. And then it puts it into swaths. And then, of course, the small Pottinger forage wagon. So let's go ahead and jump in here. We'll get this started up. Get that started up. And we'll just go right into this and see how much we can do really quick. So it is using the silage additive up, which is good, because supposedly that gives you more yield on your grass, which we definitely need. I originally put in one of the U-shaped ones for the silage tank, but then I realized I wouldn't have no way of picking it up, so I decided to change that, and we decided to go with the drive-through type. And I can go, I don't know, about here I think, and still pick that up over there on the side. For some reason I put GPS on it, but it's not working. I don't understand why. Unless it's something that has to be done from inside the cab, but like there's no thing there saying anything about GPS, so we will just continue to cut this grass, and hopefully the next one we can get a better yield on it. We're going to have to do some contracts here in a little while. I'm hoping to pick up maybe some harvest contracts so that we can make a few bucks off the end of it too. Alright, so this one's just about full here. But even if the forage wagon gets full, I can still cruise down to the end, finish mowing it, and then come back and pick it up later. Or we'll just kind of drive through and... Alright, let me switch to this, pick that, and turn that one off. We're going to come through here real quick, and hopefully it gives me the option. I don't have to do Control-I to unload here, but I may have to. We'll see what happens. These silage pits can be kind of finicky at times. Yeah, it's not showing me anything. So we're just going to go ahead and drop it here. Control-I. And as soon as it starts coming out, we'll start moving forward a little bit. Try to spread it out a little bit. And this thing dumps slow. Alrighty here, let's go ahead and flip this thing around. Get another row going here. This thing does not have very good turning radius, which is really surprising me because the JCBs normally do. At least from what I've seen. It could also be because it's got the four-wheel steer on right now. I think if I change that to 2, it might change that. So we're not going to have a whole lot of silage in here, at least not from what I've seen. It doesn't look like it's going to be a ton. Maybe 30,000 liters. I didn't even look to see how much this thing can hold either. I'm guessing 1 million, which will probably never fill. It like almost acts like it's struggling, but there's plenty of power there. The mower's only taking 60. The forage wagon can't take that much. So I'm going to try to grab this little piece that's like on the ground here already. And then we'll swing back around to get in a fresh cut on the other stuff. Alright, let's see if we can get the rest of this stuff picked up before we cut down the rest of it. There we go, getting a little closer here. Yeah, still missed a little bit, dang it. Well, I'll have to come back around then. I'm trying to save myself some gas, but it doesn't look like it wants to do that. I, however, can, when we get done with this, turn the mower part off and raise it up. Actually, we can just drop it off right here because we're going to leave it right here anyway. So that can go there and be dropped off. And then we'll probably park the wagon here behind it after we unload this next load. Get everything we can picked up. Now there's our little fishing hole right there. There's fish in there. We can go fishing. It's really, really slow fishing though. I tried it out a little bit, and it's not quite what I thought it was going to be. That is from the fishing expansion mod pack. Kind of fun, but like I said, not quite what I was expecting. Alright, we can go ahead and shut that off, raise that up. And then when we get up here, we'll unload it, drop this off, and try to compact it as much as we can. I normally run 1 day months, but I'm going to do 2 day months here. I want to see how far we can get in 1 year. So we're going to have basically 24 in-game days, which really isn't that much. Now I know that we can... Why is it not taking that last two? That's weird. Come on. Okay, well, unfortunately sometimes you have to use the mods that you're given. Now I don't know why it's not coming out. It should come out. So it wants to dump out there but not inside the pit. That's weird. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this off. Get up in here and get this compacted as much as possible. Put this on so we can actually steer. Let's see. Toggle steering mode. Okay, hold on. Control Y. Front wheel steering. Perfect. There we go. Alright, so it's only 25,000 in here, which is not a whole lot, and it won't take us long to compact this. But the idea is that we're going to use the forage wagon to pick it back up. So it doesn't have to be like any particular, as long as I can get across here with the wagon, it's fine. And I do want to try to keep everything in here. That's kind of why I tried keeping it somewhat in the middle. %, already. Well, give me a minute here and I'll have this compacted and I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, so it's all compacted now. So now all we should have to do is just click R to silo the blanket. Yep, 25,000 liters. All covered up. And then fermenting 0, so we can go ahead and park this up and see about doing some other contracts. Not a whole lot we can do right now. I can't even fertilize the other field because we don't have no money. What I do want to get though is it's a roller that basically like gives it fertilization. So one of these, this one maybe. Nope, that's not the one. That's not the one either. I saw it on somebody else's channel, so it might be a mod they put in. I'm not sure. Grass fertilizer and weeds improve the yield. Okay, yeah, this is the one here. So this thing here, it it does as a raking, so like a weeder, and it also does you can do seeding on it too, but it's a roller. And so what it does is I think it fertilizes. I think. No, this is just a roll. This is not the one I'm looking for. That's just seeds. All right, so I'll have to try to find it and figure it out. Let's go ahead and get out of this thing and see what we can do for contracts here. Yay, autosave. So cultivating take a lot of time, especially when you're using crop equipment, and they're not worth a whole lot. Harvesting, you get some money from it, but again, not a lot. Like if I did this one, 18. It's that field there with, what is it? I'm doing potatoes, red beets. Okay, same thing. Underground stuff that takes forever. We could do rock removal, but again, that's just, taking this thing out there and busting a couple rocks out there, and we lose 519 of this. Our best thing actually is to do wood transport, unfortunately. And it looks like there's a couple of them here. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details on it, so I'm going to borrow items from this one here, and then I'm going to accept the other 4 also. And I will see you guys when we get done here. Now we can have a little bit of money maybe to do something else. Alright, unfortunately I have to scroll down every single time though, which is kind of a bummer. But I should be able to use the bigger equipment to do 2 at a time, which would be really nice. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get started on these. We're going to tab over to this big bad boy, hook the trailer up to this thing, and then start transporting this wood. And I will see you guys in a minute when we get done with the ends. While I've been working this wood transport here, I was thinking maybe we should go and start a couple of small mushroom greenhouses. All we gotta do is put water into those, and the cheap ones are like 9,000. So if we can find the space on that end of the field where the bunker silo is, or silage pit is, we can probably put a couple of them in there, at least one. It might go right to the edge of the field, but I mean, that is what it is, I guess, sometimes. So we'll get this done, we'll get all 5 of these contracts completed. Should give us, I don't know, 35, 40,000, something like that. Maybe more. I didn't actually look at the numbers. There was 11, 8, 7, 4, and 3, I think. So 14, 25, 33. Those numbers are right. So yeah, probably like 35, because I'm counting just the thousands, not the hundreds too. Which should give us enough to get a tanker and at least 1 greenhouse, if it'll fit. And I think we should be able to fill up out of the creek river that's right next to us. So that part won't be that big of a deal. Go ahead and unlock this. Jump over here real quick. Get these things sold. And we're also getting a plus environmental score already. And I haven't even... Alright, so those are done. Go into contracts, and we can just go ahead and collect. Alright, so 7, 14, 25, yeah. 33 plus the change, so 34, 35,000, something like that. Alright, let's go ahead and come over here real quick. And let's see if we can find enough space here to put in a greenhouse. I stand here because that way I'm out of the way. And I believe this is the one I want here. And what I was hoping for was for it to go right here, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, how far over this way? Oh man, I really got to go over into the field, don't I? What if I turn it this way? No. Alright, so we can have enough room to drive through there and put it right there. I kind of like that idea. Let's do that. Now let's see, did it mess up the ground that bad? No, it really didn't, did it? It's still pretty flat here. So we should just have to put water in there, and then the mushrooms should come out on the backside over here. We'll have to figure out how to haul them later. So let's look for a water tanker now. And it should be in the animal section, I believe. So we got 2,000 here. This one's 10,000 as is. So we'll probably just do that. And yes, we're going to let's see, let's make this a baby blue so it's like showing water. How about this one here? That's a watercolor, right? Yeah, needs to be a little darker. Let's go with this one here. There we go. Watercolor. And we're going to use the hire purchase. We're just going to make payments on it. It's going to cost us $1,200 a month for 12 months plus $750 down. So a good deal. We will go ahead and jump in the tractor then. Go grab it and fill this thing up so we can have some passive income coming in. And I can get around to water it. I can get around to grab the pallets when we have a trailer for that. I did sell that little tiny trailer we had on the first episode. It just wasn't working like I wanted it to. I mean, I could put a little bit into it, but it wasn't a lot. So it's kind of worthless to have, I think, in my opinion. I sure hope this thing takes the tractor, not the truck, to pull it. At some point, when we get another field or something and we put like a sheep fen in, we're going to need an auto load trailer for the wool pallets anyway, so. And this isn't like a lot of money coming in with these mushrooms, but it's passive. We don't have to do anything but haul it. In fact, we could just sell it outright and not worry about it. I think that, why do I watch these vehicles too? They like to drive right out in front of you. I think we'll make more money if we actually take it to this place and sell it though. Nice little water tanker here. We're going to take a little bit different way home. Not much though. It's going to be... Actually, yeah, it's not going to be much difference. We just have to stop by and get water first. And hopefully this thing fills up fast. And if it doesn't, then doesn't fill up in the creek, I'm going to have to figure something else out. Because I definitely don't want to pay for water. We already have to pay for all the equipment to haul it and everything else. So I should just go straight down this way. And I should be able to back this thing right up into that water right there. Hopefully. Although, there is a way to do the trailer lock. How do I do that? I remember seeing someone do it, and I don't remember how they did it. Wrong button. So unfortunately, we're going to try to walk this thing down here with the pivoting. Okay, let's see. We will do this a little differently then. Oh, that thing fills fast. Wow. Now hopefully I have enough power to get it out of here. Come on. There we go. Come on. Started to move. Ah, give me a second. I'll get this thing out of here. It is definitely heavy in making this thing work. So I probably need something a little flatter to get water out of. So I think that I'm going to be putting these videos out like twice a week, because I do have a couple other series I'm working on too. And with that being said, it's probably going to be Monday and Thursday for these ones. Hope that works with everybody's schedule. It's gonna, I don't know, it's gonna be a little tight for me at times, but I think it'll work. I don't even know how much water this thing can hold. $2,000, yep, 2,000. Alright, so if we go into here and we look at our small mushroom factory, the oyster mushrooms produce 3 oyster mushrooms per 1 water, 168 cycles a month. This one does 5 enoki at 204 cycles a month. And if we look down here at the prices, the enoki are, well, it's a bad time right now, but 831 per 1,000 liters. And the oyster mushrooms are 1716. And again, this is like the best time to do it. It's only $3 difference, so it doesn't matter really. Same with this one, it's only $2 difference, but it says 831 and I'm seeing 840 right now at the supermarket. So I mean, and this is supposed to be the low time. I think I'm going to, let's see, it was 5. You know what, we'll just do both of them. Let's just activate both of them. They'll run into the same time. There we go. And then we'll use up whatever we use up. We're just going to leave the tanker parked here for right now. Oh, hey, there's a wall right there. I can't drive back that way. Interesting. That's probably what I was running into when I tried to put it on the backside over here. So when this gets done, I might move that forward and be able to put more back here. Alright, let's see how far we are in the silage here. It's probably not very far. 7%. Okay. So this is going to be a little shorter one this time. I'm going to try to do it 1 day per video. But it's being that I'm running at 5 speed, we're going to get done during daylight, and then I will fast forward before I start the next video to the next day. Like I said, we're going to have 2 days per month going forward. I don't think that doing 30 days is going to be good, and doing 1 is probably going to be too much to see what we can make in a year. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, click that like button. It really does help the channel. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you guys have a great day.